Hey guys, Lord here, back again with another action figure review of a figure that is literally a pointy head away from being outlawed in America. Not kidding. That said, today we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Target exclusive, which I'm going to save for Target from now on because, well, screw the Psylocke 2-pack, screw Kite Man, screw the Batman animated line, and just screw them in general with their BS. I don't know what Target's deal is this year. They have not gotten most of their exclusives, and I'm not happy about it. That said, today we're going to be taking a look at one of the few I did manage to find, the Ghost Imperial Guard, or Imperial Ghost, or Spooky Ghost! Beware of his ectoplasm! That said, this of course brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, who will remain fine folks despite the fact that this guy is, well, rather racially insensitive if you ask me, and they're BS with Target. I still don't understand that. It's like stuff will go south of here, but it won't come to my area, like, at all, but they'll put the price tag on the... It's a whole can of worms that I don't want to discuss right now. I want to have fun Halloween times. We're gonna have fun Halloween times. So, with that being said, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all the Imperial Ghost has to offer in terms of accessories. Starting off with the little teeny tiny pistol. I think it's even the same color as he is, which is glow in the dark, by the way. I will showcase the glow-in-the-dark feature at the end of the review, and I gotta tell you, it's actually not too bad. We also get the pike that these guys are known for. You can stab you, or make shish kebabs, or possibly even cook s'mores. And then we get whatever the Sam Hill, this raccoon-looking thing is. I don't know, it looks like a raccoon to me. It's got a raccoon's tail, chicken feet, and like a cat head. What is this thing? Does it have little arms there? Does it have little arms? I think it does. I think it has little itty bitty T-Rex arms. Weird creature design, but there you go. Now taking a look at the figure in question. It is just the Imperial Guard figure, repainted or recasted in a glow-in-the-dark plastic. He's got a skull on his face. I guess if he didn't, he'd look even more racially insensitive. He's got this decent cloth material. It's actually tattered, like a ghost would have. So when you put his arms up, like so, you can get him up. Get him up, get him up. I guess they're just tight. I wasn't sure if they were tight or if the pauldrons were rubbing against something. If you put his arms up like this, he does the whole, "Ooh, I'm a spooky ghost! Beware of my ectoplasm!" But you could totally do this. And just have him being all spooky and stuff. Or you could put his arms down. And he could be a sophisticated ghost, instead of a grim grinning one. But as far as articulation on this guy goes, his head will rotate side to side. He's got a little bit of up and down, but nothing to write home about. It's very minimal. Very minimal. If I flip the cape out of the way, you can see he just has the regular Imperial Guard body underneath, which, if I'm not mistaken, is influenced by Shadows of the Empire. His pauldrons feel a little tacky there, but it's probably just the glow-in-the-dark plastic. His shoulders will rotate back and forth, up and down. He does have a single jointed elbow. Decent range out of that with rotation. Swivel hinged wrists, which does have up and down hinge on, I think, both hands. Yes, very tight, but it is there. So that's cool. We do have a ball joint in the torso. Not a lot of forward, unfortunately, but it does have a little bit of tilt and a little bit of rotation. Hips can kick out about that far, back down, forward, back. Thigh cut works fine. Double jointed knee. A little gummy on him, but that's to be expected. I think the old ones were even like that. He does have a hinge in the foot, as well as a rocker. And that's your lot. Not too shabby. Not the best, not the worst. I will say, the one thing that gets me about this figure is his holster is so darn loose for the little pistol he comes with. If you literally turn this guy wrong, that thing is going away, and you're never going to see it again. So be very careful. Try not to lose that. But getting his pokey stick in his hand, I tend to just do this, but I think they're meant to hold it like this. Supposed to like jam it in his fingers somehow, like this. If I can get it in there, I will, but if not, I'll just do it the way I had it. Yeah, I don't know if I can get that in there, man. It's just so hard. Oh, there we go. I think it's something like that, and his pistol fell out. See? Told you. But it's something like this. It's just kind of supposed to rest in his hand, but it's not like the best fit. And of course, you got to deal with the pistol falling out. Because of course it's going to happen. And you got to make sure the cloth ain't in the way. Yeah, see, this is not working for me. Let's get the, speaking of racially insensitive, let's get the pistol in there, get his cape back over him, and I'll just put it in his hand like a pike. I don't really know why he doesn't have like a better hand for holding this thing. Just put it in his hand like that. Tilt his arm up. Tilt his wrist up, I should say. Ah. Sheesh. There. There we go. Do that. That's fine. There you go. That's the best I got, people. If you don't like that, suck it. I know it's supposed to be held a different way. It's supposed to be like right up against him, but that's the best your boy's got right now. With the time restraints he's got and everything going on, that's what you get. So, with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's our racially insensitive Imperial Guard. Just can't get over that. Alongside another Halloween edition that came out this past year, we have the Mummy Dark Trooper, or as I like to call him, the Stormtrooper wrapped in toilet paper. We'll be taking a look-see at him tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But we also have an oldie but a goodie, the Skeleton Clone Trooper. I believe this is a Phase 3 Clone Trooper, to be exact. We took a look at him last year, but I'm 99.98% sure he came out either the year before, possibly the year before that. I'm not 100% sure. That is an older Holiday Edition / Halloween Edition figure for the Black Series. So if anyone's got more info on that, please let me know. But unlike these two, he's got no weapons, so he's defenseless. Ah! Probably why he's a skeleton in the first place. But getting these two out of here. So we can make way for our two regulars. The Mythic Legion's Brother Manibineth. Right here. And the infamous Okay, 11 Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone. And last I checked, doesn't like spooky ghosts, especially racially insensitive ones, because, you know, he's a black dude. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and as promised, here's a close look at our Spooky Ghost Imperial Guard's glow-in-the-dark feature, and it's nice to see that Hasbro can do something right, isn't it? Sure, it may not be the best glow-in-the-dark feature around, but it's a pretty darn good one. at least in comparison to the likes of Mattel and other companies that like to throw out glow-in-the-dark figures once in a while. So, on to final thoughts. I really like this figure, although I am incredibly biased towards these Halloween editions. I think it goes without saying that this is by far one of the better ones of the Halloween editions and just the holiday editions in general. I think this figure's super fun, and if you're into it, I'd say pick it up if you could still find it. I got this guy back in August, which, I guess Halloween season starts in August now, just like Christmas starts in October. Still kind of scratching my head about that one. But at any rate, I digress. It's a fun figure. Pick it up if it tickles your fancy like it did mine. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.